In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Well, this whole situation with Jesus is showing us the evil one is really evil. The things of God, they're simple and they're true. And the things of the enemy are convoluted and just full of deception and pure evil. We saw how they arrested Jesus with clubs and swords when they could have arrested him peacefully in the temple anytime. And then, oh my goodness, the trial was so ridiculous. They didn't have anybody that had any testimony against him. They crumped up testimony, and none of it was consistent. And now they're before Pilate, and Pilate should have done the right thing and let Barabbas go, but no, in order to please the crowd. Are you kidding me? I'm not going to do the right thing. I'm going to do what the people want. That's how most folks in this world live. Because the enemy does not want truth. The enemy wants to deceive the people so that they would be fickle and easily change the way they think, change their affections, change their convictions even. Oh, the world is under the power of the evil one, and the evil one is ridiculous, so that if anybody addresses the world with any kind of common sense, with any kind of truth, and even love, then they would see through the stuff that goes on in the world, and they would see the hand of the enemy. Well, we certainly see it in the arrest and the trial and the conviction of Jesus. And now, look at what they do. It's not enough that they would sentence him to death. Look at what happens next. We're in Mark chapter 15, and I'm going to read verses 16 through 20. They say this. The soldiers took Jesus away into the palace, that is the praetorium, and they called together the whole Roman cohort. They got everybody that would do anything against Jesus and got them all together. There's a crowd here against Jesus. Verse 17, and they dressed him up in purple. See, that's the royalty color. And after twisting a crown of thorns, they put it on him. Thorns, so that they would pierce his head. So he's standing there in a purple robe with this crown piercing his head, blood running down his face, and they began to acclaim him, Hail the King of the Jews, mocking Jesus. They kept beating his head with a reed and spitting on him. Are you kidding me? And kneeling and bowing before him. Oh, King of the Jews. This is insanity, and this is what the enemy drives people to. Verse 20, and after they had mocked him, they took the purple robe off him, put his own garments back on him, and they led him out to be crucified. Well, expect it, because the whole world is under the power of the evil one. And so the evil one wants nothing but to take down any kind of faith in God and his love. Well, we saw it from Jesus on the Sermon on the Mount. I'm going to take you to Matthew 5. Look at verses 10 through 12. Blessed are those who have been persecuted for the sake of righteousness. Well, that's what's going on with Jesus. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. He's the King of kings of the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, like they just did Jesus, and persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Well, they were falsely saying all kinds of evil things against Jesus. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward in heaven is great. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you, and they persecuted Jesus in exactly the same way. The enemy is not creative. When you see the kinds of things going on that happened to Jesus, you know the enemy's behind it. Well, God bless you who resists the nonsense of the enemy so that you stand on truth and walk in the simplicity and the beauty, peace, joy, righteousness that is all wrapped up in the grace of God, the love of God that is ours if we'll just receive it. I look forward to being with you tomorrow. We're going to see him, take him to the cross. Come be with us. I'll see you then.
Give me Jesus. Give me Jesus. You can have all this world, but give me Jesus.